Hello, everybody. Apparently, this is the first time we've made a recording in about 2 years. I checked afterwards. Apparently, also, we lost some save data in the intervening 2 years. I don't know where that would have went because it's the same game in the same emulator, but sure. So you will see us play through. If you've seen the last video, which probably you haven't because it's been 2 years. But yeah, we will play through a lot of the same stages, and there might be some repeat content. There is some new stuff. We did get to new parts of the games, but we also hilariously retread some of the same ground and say some of the exact same things, which is really good. So enjoy that, I guess, after the last recording if you're watching this in a playlist. Sorry for the repeat content, I guess. But I hope that you enjoy listening to us repeat ourselves and be the exact same people. Alright, bye! Hooray!
And we're back.
We're back with the complete adventures of Kirby of the Stars.
Yay!
After like...
A year and a half.
Are you sure?
Last time we recorded, we were living at Chris's place.
No, I think we recorded one. I think we recorded a few of them when we were in South Carolina.
That would still be. We've.
It's been a long time. I don't remember how to play this game.
Okay, so if it's been since South Carolina, then it would have been 2 years, because we've lived here almost 2 years.
Oh yeah. Ah!
Yeah, our lease renewal is coming up in 2 months.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm pretty sure I remember why we stopped last time.
Yeah, because this boss sucks.
No, this boss is really cool. I'm just really bad at it. Oh, now it's bothering me that the background color is showing up on the left, but that's just how the way things emulate are. Ah!
It's just more extra on the left.
Ah! I mean, on a TV that would... There's a little bit of overscanning that happens on like an actual console. Oh, fuck me! So like that part would be cut off anyway.
Okay.
It's like the bleed on a paper, you know what I mean? Like when you print stuff, you leave like extra space for the bleed.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Wait, have you
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I printed comics.
Oh, okay, yeah, like that. No! Slowdown happened. Oh, I keep forgetting that. Oh, so in this game, when you jump, your double jump doesn't give you a flying. You have to press up to fly, even if you're already in the air.
That's not how it is in Super Smash Bros., isn't it? Actually, I have no idea.
It's not.
Okay.
That's not how it is in any other Kirby game.
It's just literally just this one?
No, it might be in the first one too.
I think it's like that in the first one. I want to be like, would this be easier with like a different power? But then I remembered that all the bosses are easier without powers.
I mean, you do a lot of damage just shooting stars at them.
Yay! Oh.
Oh, that's why we were stuck on this boss. Well, me.
You're saying
This is
that,
just gonna be like an hour recording of me being stuck on this boss and people being like, "What's your fucking problem?"
Needs an easy mode.
Remember when we played the hard mode
Oh,
on the first Kirby game and I gave up?
Yeah.
that was really hard.
Yeah.
They weren't joking. I thought, like, oh, you know, hard. It's a Kirby game. How hard could it be? Oh, okay, I can't suck that up. Only the stars. How hard could it be? Really hard. It could be really hard.
There is a reason Nintendo Hard exists as a concept.
Yeah, it's usually for games not made by Nintendo, though.
Why would it be called Nintendo Hard though?
Because it's stuff on the system.
I was about to.
The level after this isn't even as hard as this. I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna beat this, and then I'm just gonna get destroyed by the first level on the next stage. Watch. What were you gonna say?
Oh, because when Kirby dies, he like explodes into a bunch of stars, and I saw the stars, and I was like, I wonder if Kirby can suck those stars up. Then I was like, oh wait, he's dead.
Oh my god.
So you can't.
Ah!
And I know for a fact that, like, when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, this is so easy. How are you having so much trouble with this? But I know that I've tried to play it, and it was really hard. But I'm also, like, really bad at video games, so...
This one in particular is a little bit harder because, like,
No,
it
'cause
doesn't
you're-
have, like, a health bar. It just has, like, you can take 6 hits. Like, they don't do varying amounts of damage. But the enemies have a health bar.
I think this particular enemy is probably more difficult because you're focusing so much on, like, the one enemy that's on the ground that you forget that the one in the sky can also hurt you. Because that sun is gonna shoot you.
Oh no, that's kind of the cool part of this boss fight. Is the interaction between the two. But also, they're destroying me! Ugh. It's gonna charge, right? Okay. I think it's gonna start shooting. Please don't charge me. There you go.
Yeah, you killed it!
Yeah, but I've got to this point
No!
before and I always die! I really want to get through this game because, like, some of my favorite games are
Some of your favorite
the later
ones.
Kirby. Some of my favorite Kirby games are after this one.
Alright,
But I have to
so
get through
the sun
this, and then we have to get
has-
through like a million Game Boy games. I don't know if we're gonna complete those Game Boy games. We have to play like the fake golf game first.
Nice. Well, he can shoot you with that. Oh, wait, the sun can still attack.
Well, yeah, because how else are you gonna be able to attack him back?
Is that the only attack that the moon has? Is...
I mean, it's enough.
Oh, is that?
I mean, this game is pretty good. This is an NES game. I think when we first played it, you thought it was a SNES game.
I think it might have been because of the colors.
Yeah, they do a lot of good things with the good things. Wow. They do a lot with the color palettes in this game. Like they work a lot within the limited palette of the system. Ah, come on, man. Can't you attack more conveniently? Yeah.
Yay! That's exciting. Hey, it's a Star Rod. I remember that from Super Smash Brothers.
Do you only know things about Kirby through Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah, and from that when my brother played a lot of that N64 game a lot.
You know, a lot of people like that N64 game. I think it's one of the weaker ones.
I like the combination of the powers. I thought that was like the most fun thing, like in a video game. Is
Yeah, that part's really good. There's some really funny gag animations for some of the powers, like if you get the fire. Ugh.
It wasn't so much like the
If you
gag
get, like, the fire
animations,
and
but
the
just
ice.
like I really liked kind of the creativity, I guess.
Ah!
I just kind of like, what happens when you put these two together? Oh, that's so cool.
Well, then you will like the rest of the Kirby series.
But yeah, I don't know if you remember, but like, I guess it was like Star Allies or something like that, where you can have a bunch of allies, and one of the allies could like charge up for an attack, and you can join your attack with their attack.
Mhm.
Like, that is like some of my favorite shit in that game.
Dude.
That stuff was great.
Oh no!
Don't die.
Oh no. Come back, come back. Where's that enemy? Is it gonna come back? I wanted to eat it.
Oh, no wonder you find Kirby so relatable. That
Check
just
this out.
reminds me of what Phil said earlier.
You mean a coworker?
Yeah.
Can't just use people's
Wow,
names.
Omar talks a lot about food, huh?
Yeah. What?
Oh my gosh, he's so funny sometimes. Because I think it was like the last class of the day, and he's like,
Oh, can you not
lifeguard-
talk about work?
Why?
I don't want to talk about work when I'm at home.
But what else do we have in common other than
Oh
work?
my god, I don't know. We live together.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started living together before we even had a year. We were like only officially dating for like 2 or 3 months before we started dating or living together. Oh,
Was it? I thought we were seeing each other for like a year.
No, you like moved in like it was like a June or July or something.
Okay, I'm surprised you remember that much detail. Make sure you speak up also.
It reminds me of last Saturday at work when I had no voice and I was talking to a customer and they're like, speak up, and I'm like, I fucking can't, lady. And she was saying it like so patronizing. It's like, you can speak up, you know, and I'm like, no, I literally can't.
Wait, what was the point of that? Oh, okay. Oh no, my brain is getting kind of confused.
It's okay, this is a very confusing area.
Ah! Is that a wall? Yeah, I think all the cool colors are walls. Man, the animations are so cute.
Thank God you don't drown.
I think when talking about the development of this game, Sakurai said that he had to draw all these things with an NES gamepad.
Jesus.
He didn't have like a proper development kit.
That reminds me.
It was like a development kit that was like hooked up to the NES.
That's funny. You know that, God, there's this guy who does a bunch of animations with like the DS or whatever. He does like those really bouncy round animals.
The Kiki Flipnote guy?
I think so.
What about him?
Oh no, just that was another person who does like.
I don't know. You have a touch screen.
Animation.
A little harder to, a little easier to draw at least. I mean, it is pretty hard to do good stuff on Flipnote. It's a little easier than using an NES D-pad. The brothers. The brothers.
I like how it says ouch down at your like power thing when you get hit.
Ouch!
Yeah, I like that.
I don't like this. Throw a bomb again.
I fucking dare you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna throw your brother's corpse at you.
Wow! Okay. Some Game of Thrones level shit going on here.
Why are white people obsessed with the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, you made it! You made it to the top one!
Oh, look, there's a spaceship. It's like flying. There's like a smoke trail. I never noticed that before.
I like how the song is longer if you get to number 1.
It is?
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
So
What's this?
when I think
Oh, hang on. Very tense showdown. Gotcha. I'm probably gonna make it to like the third guy and die.
this is how Alexander Hamilton died.
Oh, Christ, why are white people obsessed with Hamilton? Why are white people?
I'm just here to spite you personally.
Yeah, probably. I invited you, so it's my fault. No!
Oh, no!
Coconuts shot me in the face. His name's Coconuts.
So, but as I was saying,
I like how you collect their hats.
when I think if you get less than level 1, so if you get level 2 or lower, the song is do 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 do. But if you
Oh
get
no! I forgot I had Crash.
Oh, and if you get level 1,
There's
it
no
adds
bomb in this
in
game.
like an extra thing that goes.
I'll take your word for it.
Have you not noticed that?
I don't know anything about music. I'm not good at music stuff.
It just repeats like the middle thing.
I'm not very attentive about music. Ooh, a 1-up. In Mega Man, I call those Mega Megas. But this isn't shaped like a Kirby head, so it's not a Kirby. If this was any other game, these propellers would hurt you. No, everything dies in one hit in this game.
Good.
Why?
That looks like a little. Oh.
You would. Oh.
For some reason, that cannon looked like a cat from the side. And I was like, why the fuck is there suddenly a cat?
Why not? Cats are cute.
No, I mean, like, there hasn't been a cat in, like, the whole rest of the game.
Are you sure? I bet there's been at least one somewhere.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's Scarfies. They're kind of like cats. They're like very angry kittens. There's gotta be a door here, right? Yeah, here we go. I don't remember this airship level at all. Ooh! What's this do?
It's a button. It makes a special stage appear. You just go back through the door. Where do you go?
Oh no! There's probably another door here. Yeah.
I liked in the later Kirby games where the doors indicate whether it's a door moving forward or if it's just a little side stage.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Especially for people like me who will like have like this need to.
Oh, those propellers are moving really. These hurt you? Oh no, good. Oh, forget it. I got crash. Crash!
That's like the.
I kind of like that animation a lot more than some of the other ones they've had.
Like that microphone?
Oh no, that's a different ability. I mean,
Wait,
it's pretty much the same thing.
How are you gonna do DS games?
Emulator.
Oh.
Or the Wii U. A lot of them are in the Wii U. The Wii U is pretty good actually for playing DS games. I like it a lot. Because it gives you a lot of different screen options.
You almost sound like an advertisement right now.
It's
Like
really good though. Like nobody,
because
nobody really talks about it because it's on the Wii U. Nobody fucking played it.
You didn't pay attention. It only had the one thing. Oh, also when you get to level 1 on the end like showdown thing or whatever where you bounce,
Is
you
this a
get
museum? Okay.
3 characters.
I don't. What a useless entry. Look at this.
Sleep. What, you just go to sleep? Do you heal?
No, you just go to sleep. They're just like tricks. Like if you suck up one in the stage, it's usually in like some scrolling section where you can be squished. Wait, hang on. Let me go back. I want to see if it like has a description for sleep.
That's you.
Kirby's the most relatable character in existence.
Oh, I saw a comic. Okay, so you know that crown that turns Bowser into Lady Sexy Bowser?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so someone did a comic.
You don't need to ask me, I know.
So someone drew a comic about...
Yes, they've drawn several of them.
So someone drew a comic, if you would let me finish, where Peach was like, okay, well, we need to save this crown in an eternal void where it's never going to be found or used again. So she gives it to Kirby, and Kirby swallows it. And copies the ability. And his ability is making more crowns. And so then he just goes around and he, like, hot princifies everybody on the Super Smash Bros. Roster.
Wow.
It didn't actually show, like, the effects of it. It was just him going around, and then you see, like, remnants of the background of what's going on, and then you see Peach in the front being like, I've made a big mistake, and it was really funny.
I mean, the effects of it are incredibly horny and goes up in production several fold. Ah!
Ooh, maybe I should make that
No!
my new niche thing is I just make sexy anime girl versions of like random
That's
stuff.
already a thing. That's not a niche. That's a niche that already exists.
I make sexy anime girl versions of Ganondorf.
That probably already exists.
I would totally be into that.
I know. That's why it exists.
I don't think it exists because I personally am into sexy Lady Ganondorf. Or the potential of sexy
No,
Lady
I think
Ganondorf.
it's because there's a million people like you who have the same interests.
Big noses.
Big noses.
Maybe we'll make sexy man versions of people. Because that's like not like a thing.
I'm sure somebody does
it's a very small thing. But I want there to be like sexy man transformations. I want there to be more of that.
Magical boy shows.
Yeah.
Oh, he's stuck. He can't get
more
me.
magical boy shows than the Earth Defense Force one.
Earth Defense Force?
No, it's not that. That's giant insects. There's like this
The giant insect!
magical boy show that's it's like Heart Earth Defense something. There's Earth in the name. It's like a really long one, and it's like it's like an affectionate parody of Magical Girls. It's
Yeah,
like,
I hate those. I want an earnest one.
I mean, like, it's pretty earnest. I mean, that's why I'm saying it's an affectionate parody. It has like satirical elements in it, but it's too much like we like it was made because the people liked Magical Girl shows and they wanted a Magical Boy show. That's why it was made. It wasn't made
Oh no, my
because
power.
they had like an interesting idea or whatever. It was made because they wanted a Magical Boy show, and it's just like it. I guess I watched a couple episodes and it was boring because the point of the show was to have a Magical Boy show, and that was it. So.
You reminded me that She-Ra thing exists.
But She-Ra doesn't have transformations.
Yeah, She-Ra would be better if it had transformations.
Well, I mean,
She-Ra would be better if it was a completely different show.
I'm hoping that like it got better by the end of the first season. What? You got the mic. I am speaking to the mic.
You're like speaking into your chest.
I'm speaking into my crochet. Thank you very much.
Okay.
My crochet loves my voice. So.
I'm gonna sound like a real asshole in the recording if you sound perfectly fine the whole time, and my mic is way sensitive than I think it is.
My voice was fine when we did the sound check thing.
I know. I don't know. Recordings are weird. Man, what the hell? It's really throwing me off that you can't double tap A to fly. Because I keep jumping into the air and then trying to fly.
Why are you trying to kill him anyways? You can just...
No, I can't go past them.
What? There's...
That's not gonna let me go past. This is how video games work. See?
Oh. Oh, so it's like...
The scrolling doesn't continue. Just because there's not an obstacle doesn't mean that... The screen's locked.
So it's a mini-boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, what the fuck? No, throw something. Thank you. Game over.
No.
Game over.
Oh, hey, remember when you say that you want to be done, it just flicks Kirby off the screen?
Yeah, that was sad. That made me depressed.
Grape Garden.
That spoiled my crops. Wait, is this the right one? No. There's obviously another one because it let me go out. What's this thing? Is this an arena? Oh, man. I shouldn't have done that. I don't want the grab power. Can I exit? No. Oh, I keep accidentally pressing up. Kirby responds a little slower than I'm used to.
It's not our game.
I know. I just haven't played one of these in a while. The last time I...
Like over 2 years.
I mean, I played Kirby's Dream Land recently. Which is a little slower, but...
Is that the first one?
I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 3.
Oh.
I'm at...
Wait.
We already played Kirby's Dream Land. There you go.
This is not Kirby's Dream Land 2, right?
This is Kirby's Adventure.
Okay.
Kirby's Dream Land 2 is another Game Boy game.
What do you mean by another Game Boy game?
Because the first one was a Game Boy game. Oh, backdrop! Look at this. Oh! Oh, he doesn't have, like, the dash.
Was Kirby started on the Game Boy?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why the first one we played was the Game Boy game. Remember, he didn't
that's why I was confused.
He didn't have powers. Oh, okay.
So it didn't
the
start
weird
on
thing
the
is, like...
NES?
No.
Oh.
The weird thing is, like, when he's flipping through the air, I can't do the sucky up thing. I mean, I think this might have been, like, a lot of people's first Kirby. Well, that's not true. It depends on your age. But this is, like, the first one that people think about. Because the second one doesn't have... I mean, the Kirby's Dream Land doesn't have his copy ability. Which I think, actually, Kirby's Dream Land kind of works better without the copy ability.
I think the copy ability is kind of an interesting addition because, like, most of the game you can still play it without copying anything.
Yeah, but
And
Kirby's
that's, like-
Dream Land specifically feels... Oh, now I'm going to get that life. A lot better without the copy ability because the way that you have to interact with the space is more interesting. Where you can kind of just run through it. When, you play it otherwise.
Okay, what if someone took Kirby's Dream Land and then added the copy ability to it as a mod?
They don't need to do that because that game already officially exists.
Oh. As what?
It's on Kirby Superstar.
Oh.
We'll get there. We'll get there. You'll see a couple of these games a few times.
Wait, why would you replay the same game you already played? Why would you do that?
It's a remake. We're not gonna like play this game again. There's just remakes in the series. Sometimes they remake games because people like to play them with shiny new graphics. Oh, this is hard. This is so hard. There we go.
Yay!
Why am I having so much trouble with these bosses? I feel like I should be using the regular jump a little bit more.
So distracted by how hot I am?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You're not even looking at me. Yay! What? Oh.
I got.
Bro!
Wait, is throw different than backdrop? Oh, I guess he doesn't do a There's like a suplex move and a backdrop move that are separate.
That's throw.
What's the point of having a throw ability?
To throw things.
Yeah, but I can already. I have to suck them up, and then I just throw them like I'm sucking them up anyway. I guess you can shoot it at like a different angle.
Oh. Whenever you get a new power, just imagine it's from like that one Sonic announcer guy. Like,
oh, you mean the
like
wisps?
drill!
The only one you ever remember is drill.
Yeah, because whenever you play it, I hear it like every 30 seconds.
That's not true. It's the only. It's just
So
the
it's
only
like,
time you remember it.
Bro!
And some techno music plays.
Is that
Oh, is this Meta Knight? Oh, Meta Knight. Thanks for the lollipop, boy.
I can't tell if Meta Knight's supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy.
He's like an arch rival character.
Oh, he's like Piccolo. He pretends he's the bad guy, but actually he's just a good guy.
I mean, Piccolo was a bad guy at one point.
At least it's not like Vegeta, where he's like still pretending to be a bad guy for like the entire show. It's just like, sorry, Vegeta.
He's a dad.
I've been wanting to rewatch Kai. Maybe I'll do that.
Why don't you just watch Super?
Because that's not the same.
Yeah, but it has new stuff with your favorite characters, and it has more Vegeta.
Oh, me, I just finished watching Mulan for like the 30th time in my life.
But
I'm
you
not
could
a
watch,
new stuff person.
You could watch the new things and see Vegeta be more Vegeta.
I'm not a new stuff person.
Oh, Meta Knight gave me a lollipop, and now he wants to fight me.
No. Oh wait, are those Meta Knight guys?
Yeah.
Wait, this is the exact same battle that was in the first one. Except...
I don't think Meta Knight was in the first game, was he?
I just know that there was, in the first game, there was like this section where you're fighting a whole bunch of different guys coming at you like this.
I mean, probably.
So, and it was really hard, and I tried to play it, and I failed. But they're all, the screen was asymmetrical.
Ah!
Ouch. At least those stars bouncing can't hurt you.
I'm gonna get this one. The fireball power. Oh no! I need it. Burning.
Burning finger.
This hand of mine is burning red! Is that what?
I don't know, this finger of mine is burning red. You see, it'd be so easy to make an STD joke off of that, except it's like
wow. Wow, that's the first thing you go to.
Yeah.
Edgy comedians here.
What? Because I'm making a stupid sex joke?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kirby's good and innocent and pure. We established this in the early episodes. Oh, now the slowdown's happening because they're trying too hard on the NES.
There's too many things. Holy shit.
No!
Oh no, that was so close. At least there's no timer on this.
On what?
This game. Like how?
Oh, okay. Like how what?
Like in Mario games, there's got like a timer.
Yeah. Kirby's not one of those games.
I find timers very stressful.
I mean, they usually don't matter.
Even if it's like, I mean, well, because some games have a countdown timer, like Mario has a countdown timer, and Sonic has like a count up timer. But countdown timers, well,
weird.
Both timers I find very stressful. Countdown timers are worse. But I'm also a huge baby, so. And I can't handle stress. So instead, I teach kids how to swim in the water because that's not stressful at all. So you keep on giving me shit about drill being the only one I remember. Well, what other ones are there?
Eagle.
Eagle?
Yeah.
Does that make you fly?
There's a black hole one. I don't think it's called black hole. I think it's actually asteroid. Asteroid! There's also the boost one.
Oh,
The
this
boost
is
one's
good.
the boost one's the most common one.
Wait, what's the difference between the mic and the...
I get 3 uses.
Oh. But it has the same... It's the same thing though, right?
Yeah, it does destroy everything. Oh, hang on. I don't need the mic anymore. Give me this. Light!
Lights.
Pew, 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 pew.
Is that like a permanent light?
It might go away after a while.
Okay.
I don't like this. Oh, wait.
You just killed it.
Do.
What? Oh, that was you dying.
What? I didn't
There
die.
was like a beep 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 sound.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Alright. This one? What did that do? Probably fucked me over, right? What? What? What kind of fucked up puzzle?
It's tricky.
There's no way I could have known that the first time around. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, I want that guy.
Well, you died, so you can go back in.
No, I don't want to. And besides, it's gonna start me at the start of this room.
Oh. Oh, but also, even if you did go back, you just wasted a 1-up to get another 1-up, so it's just like...
Get over here! Oh, I want him. I want the high jump power.
You can fly!
There's some weird powers that are like very specific use in this game that never come back again.
Yay!
Yeah, but high jump makes you go fast. And you know me, I love going fast.
Mm-hmm. You got 1-up. But also, when you get to the number 1 spot, you get friends who also dance with you.
The friends are me. I'm my own friend.
I
Ooh,
want
it's
to kill myself.
Kracko! High jump! See, look.
Can you not just fly up there?
I mean, I could. It's just slower.
Or you gotta escape the weird eyeball moon?
No! His name is Kracko.
Oh my gosh. Hey, let me look.
Oh, did you get a tattoo of Kracko? You should tell people that when they ask what it is. It's Kracko from Kirby.
No one's gonna know what that is.
Well, that's because they're fake gamers.
I want more tattoos, but I'm not gonna let myself have any more until the end of the year because I got it.
Because you spent hundreds of dollars on them already?
Yeah. That's why I got no money anymore.
Your tattoo budget makes, like, my gaming habit look cheap.
Okay, no, that's not fair, because I pay for, like, a lot more stuff than you do. Like, because I pay for the car.
That's
and I
true,
pay
you
for
do
my
pay for
student
the car.
loans, and I pay for...
I do not pay for my student loans.
Yeah. And I have a credit card bill. And I have therapy.
I'm so glad I didn't. I mean, I should have therapy, but
Yes, you should.
I just live with poor mental health instead.
So it's covered. You have health insurance. It's only $25 a session.
You know what else is $25? Several video games that can distract me from my mental anguish.
Cheap whiskey.
Yeah. That I don't want to drink because it
Yeah.
tastes so cheap. Hey, we bought a bunch of Coke today.
So, hey, you know how we have...
Oh, look. Oh.
You know how
my
we
boy.
have plum wine in the fridge?
Oh, yeah, I could be drinking that right now.
It's not very good.
Yeah, that's a shame. But then probably the stuff that we like at that Japanese restaurant, probably super expensive.
It's like $6 a glass. Of course it's expensive. It's like 25. Can you even buy a bottle of that?
Probably. I don't know
Or is it
what
just
kind
a
it
glass?
is. Yeah, you can usually buy a bottle. They will not say no to you buying liquor because you tend to buy more food when you do that.
Yeah, remember when we get there, we spend so much money, and now whenever we go there, they're like, hey, do you want more appetizers? Do you want a drink? Do you want...
I mean, they
dessert?"
always do that.
No,
That's just business.
I know, but I feel like after we did that, they were a lot more...
No, they were like that.
Okay.
You have to remember that I've been going there for a long time.
Um,
They've seen my face many times. They're probably usually recognizing me and not you.
it's so uncomfortable. I can't wait in 3 months and they don't recognize me anymore.
They'll probably still recognize you.
No.
One thing I like about this game is that since they have to use a pretty limited color palette, sometimes some of the same enemies are a different color palette. So like the fire guy kind of looks like a Freezy guy, which is kind of cute.
See, I want to make a joke, but you're not going to get it.
Okay. Wow, that stage seemed shorter than usual. I like these balloons. Hey, have these had different backgrounds? Are there multiple backgrounds for that bonus stage?
I have not been paying attention to that.
These backgrounds are amazing. Also, this game has slopes. Well, slopes are kind of hard to do on an NES.
Okay.
I forgot what game it is.
What's up with that?
Not
thing
Trip
on the-
World. I think it's called Gimmick, which has like very elaborate like slope physics, and sometimes when you go particularly fast on them, it like slows down the NES a lot because of the calculations it has to do for the slope physics.
So are emulators actually limited by what the hardware could do?
Yeah, I mean, there are ways to. It depends. There's some emulators that can intentionally bypass the limits of it. Well, I guess there's a lot of them, which is how you have like really high res looking GameCube stuff.
Oh yeah, GameCube games used to look high res.
Yeah,
I was just gonna point out how bad some of those graphics are.
I mean, they look a lot nicer sometimes up res. It's the same idea but as making HD collections.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that.
But if they're like strictly accurate emulators, they're gonna run things at the same speed that the original hardware does.
Is this a strictly strict?
Is this an accurate emulator?
Yes.
Generally.
Okay.
I don't think it's like cycle accurate.
It's not what?
Cycle accurate,
I don't know what that means.
which is like it like emulates the exact cycles of like CPU cycles of the hardware.
Okay. See, this is why I didn't go into hardware in college, other than the fact that that wasn't an option.
I mean, this is a software thing.
I know, but I don't really understand what you said. So.
You have like a programming degree, but
I do
seem
not
to be
actually have a programming
okay.
degree.
You have like a half programming degree.
I have
and
a
seems...
philosophy degree.
No, you have like a secondary degree, right?
That nobody cares. I mean, like barely anyone cares what your major is.
Your minor.
Nobody ever cares about what your minor is.
But you know very little about
I mean,
hardware
when
and
I
software.
did when I started my software engineering job, they knew that I had studied computer science in college, and my first job was to write an object in Python, which, if anyone's ever done Python, literally writing an object in Python is define, the word define, and then the name of your object, and then a colon, and then the aspects of your object. And the object that they wanted me to define was literally just like was attributes. There was no functions, and so when I went and wrote it and I came back, they were like, "Oh, do you need any help?" I'm like, "No, I'm done." And they're like, "That only took you 30 seconds," and I'm like, I did actually study a little bit of this in college. So when I started my first programming
What did they
job,
expect you to learn Python from scratch or something while you were on the job?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna move this. I wonder if that picks up on the freeze. Forget it. Whatever. Oh, what is this? A waterfall?
Why are you going up there?
Whoa! Oh, it's like a, what do you call those? Like an updraft? Oh, no. Where'd it go? Oh, I fell below the stage.
Wait, does that surprise you that they expected me to learn Python?
Yeah. Wouldn't they just hire somebody who already knows Python?
Because I was significantly cheaper. They told me during the interview, like, they had another person that they were interviewing, but they were experienced, and therefore would be more expensive. And so we're going with you.
Sounds like a tech company. Anyway, that place
Yeah.
didn't last very long.
I mean, I was there a year and a half. I paid off over $25,000 in my loans.
Man. I could
And I
use
still had
25.
time to eat takeout sushi twice a week.
I could use $25,000 right now.
Oh yeah. Nah. I love telling people at work that, yeah, I used to work as a software engineer making 45 grand a year, and they would stare at me and be so upset that I worked there.
So I was like, every single job after that been a downgrade.
I mean, considering
Ah,
that,
fuck this.
like, if you ignore me working
I died trying to get a 1-up.
If you ignore me working at Sam's Club for a month and ignore me working at UPS for 2 weeks, this is literally, like, this is the first job I've had outside of software engineering. Because I was software engineer, and then I got laid off, and then I did my writing thing for like 3 years. And
Is
then
this
we
one of these parts
moved
where I'm
back
gonna
here.
get destroyed? Oh, this is just like that hell part in the other Kirby. Ah!
I've only had 3 jobs where I worked longer than a month. So it's this one, the software engineering job, and I worked as...
My last job I worked at for like 8 years.
Yeah. And
No, that's not true. I worked there for like a year. The one before that was like 8 years.
And
I had a pension.
I was a
Not a pension. I had a
library
401k.
aide.
I wish you could work at
in high
library.
school.
Look at you.
Yeah, so I've only had 3 jobs in my life where I worked. I mean, like, if we're ignoring the writing.
I mean, wouldn't you count writing?
Yeah, but it wasn't like I had to, like, get dressed and, like, you know, get
Aw,
a
man.
W-2 and not have to pay my taxes. I mean, I have to pay my taxes, but they do it for me.
Oh, that's nice. My writing job does not.
My writing job didn't either.
I thought you said they paid your taxes for you.
No, I'm saying that in comparison to my jobs right now, where
Oh,
they
okay.
pay my taxes. Well, they do pay part of my taxes, actually. Because, like, when you're doing, when you're self-employed, you have to pay self-employment tax. Because when you pay taxes, you pay, well, your company pays part of your taxes, and then you pay the rest of your taxes. But when you're self-employed and you're your own company, you have to pay both the company side and the personal side of the taxes.
Yeah, this sounds so boring.
I love tax stuff. Maybe we should be a CPA.
Yeah. I think you know more about tax code than you do about anything relating to software.
Probably. I have gotten paid to write about. I've gotten paid like $150 to write about taxes. I've written several.
I've got paid a lot more than that to write about video games.
I have written.
So
several,
who's winning now?
I've gotten paid to write several Wikipedia articles about tax code stuff.
Yeah, well, I've gotten paid to write several articles that people yell at me over the internet, so...
I mean, I think mine's better, honestly. And that whole job ended really weird, because it was like this person who was involved with, like,
Christ.
what was it? Like the
Oh, no.
altruistic movement?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something else.
No.
I
No,
thought
not
that was.
right.
I thought that was gonna
No.
go some other place.
No. Oh, effective altruism. That's what it was. And so they would pay people to
Ooh,
write
look at this.
Wikipedia articles. It's kind of
I
like
thought, wait, can I float on top of this?
to like make that information more public access or whatever. He asked me to write about this one particular.
Oh,
lady.
look at this background.
He asked me to write about this lady, so I did, and he paid me for it. And apparently there's like this huge drama on the thing about like how I am like on the comments on the article or whatever that I wrote about this lady. People were like, "Oh my gosh, well, the writer was paid to, you know, promote a very positive image of so and so." And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, I didn't comment on it. I didn't want to get involved with it at all. I'm like, nah, you didn't pay me to, like, you know, argue with people over the internet about my stupid Wikipedia article. But, like, there was, she had started this business in Silicon Valley, and there was, like, this drama about her business and poor business practices that, like, went, like, on the article for her business.
Oh, I got hurt by all of those. I thought I was bouncing off of them like Mario. Nope.
And, like, the Wikipedia article about her business went into, like, all the detail about, like, the drama or whatever. And so I didn't touch on it in her personal article because it's like, well, the other article already covered it. And then people were commenting on my article. I was like, oh, but why didn't the writer talk about the drama with her business? And it's just like, they're like, oh, the writer was paid to, you know, produce this bias. And I'm like, no, I literally wasn't. I wasn't paid to make any bias. I just didn't know what to comment on. And also, she had, like, nothing online about her, so.
Oh no, I needed that. Hang on.
But yeah, I got paid $200 to write Wikipedia articles about tax code stuff.
Son of a bitch.
And I found them very interesting. Maybe I should be a tax lawyer.
Okay.
You can do it!
No, I can't.
Why not?
I feel like something like this has happened before. Oh, I got this. Wait, I fucked up. What you gotta do is you gotta take this. Oh, son of a bitch. Ow. Oh, really? 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 Okay, good. Come on, man! Kid, cut me a break! This is so hard. This is so... I bet there's an easier way to do this.
It's not that way.
Huh?
It's not that way. Why don't you just get that cutter guy and then, like, attack the blocks through the wall?
Can I attack the blocks through this wall? See, I can't do it.
No.
I need the high jump power. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spit this guy out.
How are you supposed to light it?
I just need the power.
Oh.
Order of operations.
PEMDAS! Oh, 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 oh.
What?
I don't know, I just thought you weren't gonna get it.
And then you'd have to watch me do it for another 10 minutes?
Sure, I just like it when you get stuff, okay?
Okay.
Jesus, let me be supportive.
Okay. I appreciate your support. I'm gonna be
Good.
like the politician in those political campaign movies that I watched.
Wait.
I watched a documentary about Japanese political campaigns.
Okay. Is this on your Japanology things?
Oh no, they would never do that. Japanology is like,
Wholesome and pure.
no, it's state-run media.
Oh, okay.
It's produced by NHK World, which is the like worldwide.
It's like
channel
BBC?
of yeah, it's like, yeah, pretty much. It's like Japan's BBC. So they tend to leave out particular details, let's just say.
What? Oh, that's a
lion.
object. I thought that was like a statue or something.
He does kind of look like a statue, especially
with that background.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm really tired. Why am I so tired? But it's almost been night, so.
Whoa. It's about an hour of the recording.
Yeah. How long do you need the recording to be?
I don't know. I can make it whatever I want. I can make it 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's the 21st century. YouTube doesn't have a 2-minute limit anymore.
Yeah.
And the joke is that YouTube wasn't around until the 21st century. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. Oh no! Come on, man.
Oh, last time I was baking stuff, I used like timers on YouTube. Like I would just type in 20-minute timer.
Why?
Because the timer on my stupid computer doesn't work and my phone was dead. But so I did that a couple of times, and now all it's recommending me on YouTube are just timers.
What the man? YouTube is just a fucking nightmare algorithm generator. Do you want to watch timers?
Wow, you watched a 20-minute timer. How about this 25-minute timer?
20-minute timer extended. It's 3 hours long.
20-minute timer on repeat.
Okay. Well, I obviously no. Yeah, that's me. I wish I could do that to the world when I need to go to sleep.
This is me to the haters.
I think that's the end of this recording.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm going to sleep.